Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the gorgeous Senlac Hill for the battle for the crown between the Storming Normans by William of Normandy and King Harold Godwin's Axon Saxons. I'm your announcer, Sir Robin of Locksley, joined here by some of the best, brightest commentators around, Sir John, Earl of Madden, Arthur, King of the Britons, and the lovely Joan of Arc. John, how are you doing today?
Hey Robin, I'm doing pretty good. Robin, I can't wait to start seeing some arrows fly here tonight. I mean, I love to watch things fly, especially things with wings. And when you think about it, arrows have wings, and so do birds. And I mean, I love to eat birds, like chicken. Don't you? I love some chicken, and they do taste good. I mean, I think really, if you think about it, anything with wings tastes pretty good, don't you think?
That's great, Sir John. I think I'll just get back to you later. Arthur, King of the Britons, how are you doing?
Doing excellent today, Robin. Quite truthfully, I'm so excited to see the Saxons lose. I mean, they've had 500 years to put together a perfect offense, yet still, they will not come out on top. They will lose the match and lose the title.
Glad to see you hold no grudges, King Arthur. Joan, you're an expert in warfare. What are you looking forward to today?
Hello, Robin. Yes, I am very excited about today's matchup. I have a large number of silver points wagering on this battle, but I fear not, for I believe I have a higher power telling me who's going to win.
Good to hear you're saying so objective there, Joan. Let's get to it then.
Robin, where are we again?
Senlac Hill, just a few miles outside of Hastings.
Hastings? There's going to be a battle at Hastings? That seems crazy to me. I mean, what are we going to call it? The Battle of Hastings? No one's going to remember that name. That is a name. I mean, you got a huge battle between two kings, and then boom, no one remembers it because it's got this terrible name.
Yes, well, that's why we're calling it the Battle for the Crown. Where else would you have this? William just landed his troops here from Normandy. Would you have them march, who knows, someplace else just to please you and make a more appealing location? I think not. The battle is here. Now, the Axon Saxons are coming off a big win three weeks ago at the Battle of Stamford Bridge. Yes, those pesky Norwegians once again invaded England. Harold Hardrada and Harold's older brother Tostig landed about 300 ships in Normandy.
Wait. Let me get this straight. So, at one side you have Harold, and on the other side you have Harold. Now how is anybody supposed to remember the difference between Harold and Harold? I mean, it's basically the same thing. It's just crazy.
John, I wouldn't expect you to remember just about anything. Harold and the Axon Saxons held the advantage throughout the entire battle. The Norwegians were caught completely by surprise. The Axon Saxons lived up to their name and destroyed the invaders. Both Tostig and King Harold Hardrada were killed in the battle. Just 3 days after that battle, William and the Storming Normans landed here for his bid for the crown. Harold has had an army on the march for days to show his power to his new kingdom and to show he's a defender of that kingdom.
Well, that's just crazy, Robin. I mean, you march your army for weeks to a battlefield. You know what happens? They get tired. And I mean, they get tired. Then you know that they won't be in top fighting condition. I mean, that's just a huge disadvantage for the home team here. I mean, tired players play like they're tired. That's crazy. You'll be swinging your sword and axe, and then boom, you're out of breath.
That's actually a fair point you make there, John. Fatigue will certainly be playing a factor in today's matchup. Arthur, I believe you were scouting the two sides earlier?
Yes, it did, as a matter of fact. Basically, not all the armies are about the same equal size, roughly about 8,000 men, so neither of them actually have an advantage.
Did you get a glimpse of the makeup of each army?
Oh no, I definitely not say that they have makeup on. That would be very unethical.
No. I mean, did you investigate the sort of troops each army had?
Actually, yes, I did, Robin. The Axon Saxons, they have these kite shields, which they're going to use to form an entire shield wall, which is very good for protecting against arrows and other melee attacks. The difference is, though, the Normans have an entire diverse, battalion. Not only do they have archers, infantry, but they also have cavalry, and the cavalry is very well known for being able for a good charge.
Interesting. Should be exciting to see how those different strategies play out today. Now, we talked about earlier the Axon Saxons coming out of a recent victory, but even with every victory comes a price. Let's turn now to Joan about the permanently injured reserve.
Thank you, Robin. Yes, the Saxons were successful 3 weeks ago, but they've lost some key players in that battle. Sir Ethelred suffered a devastating triple amputation, and some say that it may force him to permanently retire. Sad. Also being placed on the permanently injured reserve list is Godric due to blindness after being on the receiving end of a devastating Norwegian blow.
Well, that was certainly morbidly detailed. Thank you, Joan. Now, it seems like the Saxons and Normans are getting into their battle formations, so I guess now is as good a time as any to offer up some predictions. Arthur, how do you see today's battle playing out?
Frankly, I see no way that the Axis Saxons can win. Take me at my word, the Saxons are not a very hard team to defeat. Basically, if the Normans will combine all their forces of the cavalry, the infantry, and the archers, they can easily defeat them. And even if they try to use their shields, a couple arrows of barrages will totally soften them up and make the climb easier. Even if the shield wall proves formidable, the Stormer Normans could send up troops up the hill to break the wall, and then rain down arrow fire. The Saxons will have to stay on the defensive, and that's no way to win a battle.
I agree. I have been told by powers greater than me that the Normans are simply destined to win today's battle. For some reason, I also believe that Harold Godwinson should make sure that he wears his helmet throughout the entire battle today, or else he will put himself at risk.
Well, that's interesting, and I guess I have to ask everybody. John, what's your insight?
Well, I mean, I gotta say, I think things are looking pretty good for the Saxons and Harold Godwinson today. I mean, they got their home field advantage, and that's a huge advantage that you can't discount. Because when you're playing at home, you're the home team. The other people, they're on the road, and then boom, that's got checked out. I mean, those Saxons, they may have some big warriors out there on the field, and that's because they're just bigger than everybody else. And, you know, that's big, because then you can play more on the defensive. You know what they say, defense wins championships. And really, I think the Warriors are the key to that. Well, I'm not really sure how that saying goes, but yeah, I think that the Saxons definitely have an advantage. And I mean, I think the winner of the Battle of the Crown is going to be either Harold and the Saxons, or you know, their opponent, William and the Normans. And I mean, you got the two armies that are going to fight in this battle, and well, that's going to decide who the winner is, really, whoever wins in this match. I mean, you know, you see only one army actually leaves as the winner. So if you go out there and you win the last battle, then that means you're going to win, and that means you're probably going to be a winner in the Battle of the Crown.
Just great analysis there, Sir John. Well, predictions are in, and it's time to mercifully wrap up this pre-battle show. For Joan of Arc, Arthur, King of the Britons, and of course, Sir John of Madden, I'm Robin of Loxley, and we're off to the game.